Hello children, welcome back to CK classes, and today's session we are going to learn about operations on irrational numbers. A concept comes under a ninth standard number system. As we know, there are four fundamental operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, and each factor let's learn in detail how irrational number could be what operated with respect to these operations. As we all know what irrational numbers actually is. Irrational numbers are the numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. So if you express number in the form of p by q, we can call them as rational numbers. The rational number operations we already knew that is. So how to what perform the addition, subtraction, division, multiplication with respect to irrational numbers? So that's what equation now. So now let's learn. So first I'll start with addition. Suppose you have two different irrational numbers, alright, root 2, other one is root 3. I'll take another instant, something 3 root 2 and root 2. I have two different cases. I need to have a root 2 plus root 3 with this, and even I should have a 3 plus root 2 with root 2. The fundamental idea about what adding or subtracting an irrational number is, you just this process is just similar to the what you have learned it in the algebra classes about like terms and unlike terms. So now it's time to identify like irrational numbers and unlike irrational numbers. So how to recognize the like irrational numbers and unlike irrational numbers is the question now. Suppose you have root 2 and root 3 you have, root 2 plus root 3 you have. Look at this one. Here you will observe the roots. So inside root we can call this number as order. I'll just write something. Suppose you have a number like this, nth root of a. What you could say? Nth root of a. Here n is considered as an order and a is considered as a radicand. So these are the two words you are learning today. You keep them in your mind. So n is considered as order and a is considered as a radicand. So now look at the irrational numbers in the beginning. So just look at the orders. If orders are same, then you can conclude yourself the given values, not the orders. So orders are same, you can't consider they are like terms. So in the case, suppose root 2 and root 3, just observe here orders are same. Here if there is root, only root there is inserted in none of the number has been written, then you can conclude yourself there is 2 here. Square root will represent 2 inside the root there. The 2 order is 2, here order is 2. But what about radicands? So radicands are different here. So now I'll define what are like irrational numbers. If you are telling some irrational numbers are like irrational numbers, then its orders and radicand should be same. So just see now the second example. So you don't think about the coefficient, the number coefficient doesn't matter, let it be whatever it wants. So now look at this one, order is 2, here also order is 2, radicand it's 2 and it's 2, then you can call these are like irrational numbers. They are like irrational number, this is you can say unlike irrational numbers. So finally I am making a statement now. So please record these points for your future references. Please don't forget it. Like irrational numbers can be added, can be subtracted. Unlike irrational numbers cannot be added and cannot be subtracted. You have to keep them as it is. So I'll start with this one. Now I need to have root 2 plus root 3. You can't do anything with root 2 plus root 3. Just keep them as it is. Root 2 plus root 3, you don't say root 5. That's a wrong assumption. So it's supposed to say usually errors will be done by our children. Suppose you have root 2 plus root 3, suddenly they will add 2 plus 3 is 5, then root 5 they will write. That is a wrong assumption and wrong writing. So now root 2 plus root 3, since they are unlike irrational numbers, so you can't do anything with that. But you can add 3 root 2 plus root 2. Just I'll take an example. So now how can I add 3 root 2 plus root 2 here? So now here 3 root 2, here actually nothing there is, means you have to imagine there is 1 root 2. That's similar to something called 3x plus x. If there is 3x plus x, what you could do, you will imagine there is 1, now 3 plus 1, you write it as 4x. That was what a simple addition of like terms you could do. So now here 3 root 2 plus root 3 you can say, okay, it's very simple. 3 root 2 plus 1 root 2, that could be 4 root 2. Okay? So first I recognized that the orders and radicands are same. Once was considered that orders and radicands are same, then I can conclude myself that they are what like irrational numbers. I can add up them. So then, so now hope you understood this. Please make a keynote for this. N is considered as an order and A is a radicand. So now I'll take two more examples. Suppose I need to add 3 root 5 and with 5 3 root 5. Let's have a look. So are they like irrational numbers? The 5 base equation. So first you just look at the orders. The 3 is an order and 3 is an order. No problem there. Radicand, the 5 is a radicand and 5 is a radicand. Yes, the orders and radicands both are same. They can conclude them they are what? Irrational numbers or like irrational numbers. So now you could perform the calculation. So how could you say this is what? Nothing there is. You can say 1 cube root of 5 and 5 cube root of 5. There's 1 plus 5. That could be what? 6. If you added that, that is 6 cube root of 5. This is what you can, the addition process will be there. So how do I recognize what unlike irrational numbers? It's so simple. Either radicands might different or orders might different. In both the cases, both are different. In all the cases, you can conclude them they are unlike terms. Unlike terms cannot be added. So let's go to the subtraction process. I'll take this away. So now let's discover and learn how we can subtract irrational number from an irrational number. The procedure is same. You just try to recognize whether the given what numbers are like irrational numbers. I'll take an example. So root 5, 3 root 5. Okay, and also I'll write root 3. Root 2. I need to subtract them. So I need to subtract 3 root 5 from root 5. I need to subtract root 2 from root 3. So first I'll take the second question because I know that this I earlier mentioned, when you want the addition process can be done with respect to like irrational numbers, then there should be a possibility of what subtracting what irrational number if they are like in nature. So now root 3 minus root 2. So fundamental. So I know your mind is predicting. Suppose if there is root 2, if there is root 3, if I subtract it, I may get root 1. That's the wrong assumption as I told. So here root 3 minus 2 cannot be operated. You can't subtract root 2 from root 3. You have to keep them as it is. Root 3 minus root 2 is just root 3 minus root 2. So what about root 5 minus 3 root 5? But here you can operate it. You can use another procedure here. You can just take root 5 as a common factor. If what does root 5 as a common factor, what remains here? You can say here 1 root 5 there is, that is 1 minus 3, that could be put as what? 1 minus 3 is a minus 2 root 5. So now the subtraction process occurred in case of what? Like irrational numbers. So finally I am telling like irrational numbers can be subtracted, can be added, but unlike what irrational numbers cannot be added and cannot be subtracted, you have to keep them as it is. So this is a what keyword you have to write in your notebook. So please take a notebook and try to make some points and just learn which are the problems I'm solving here. You keep them because if you write them in the notes, it's well and good, doesn't matter. So now I'll take 2 more examples for subtractions. Let's not leave for 1 or 2 examples. So I'll take something called cube root of 8 and the one is what 5 cube root of 8. I need to subtract it. Help me now. So how could I subtract it now? It's a simple task. Equals to right. Take root 8 as a common factor. Directly you can do it. So directly you can say here 1 there is 1 minus 5. Directly you could write it. But this operation, just see we follow this operation, is helping us to what? Elaborate more. Okay, see here 1 cube root of 8, there is alright 1 here, that is minus 5. So 1 minus 5, you know that is 5 minus 1 is 4, the greater number sign, that would be minus 4 root 8. So now that what like irrational numbers can be subtracted. So now I'll finish this up. Hope you understood about that what subtraction and addition of what irrational numbers. Now I'm entering to the another what important category of multiplication of irrational numbers. The multiplication of irrational number, if you understand this, so I need to get what one's basic idea, you can say law. That law, if you understand, you can multiply what something irrational numbers. Suppose you have root m into root n. Let's say root m into root n I'm having. Sorry. So look at this one. So here orders are same and radicals are different. But in case of multiplication of irrational numbers, there is no what a fixed radicand you needed, that is. If there is root m and root n, you can multiply with respect to this law square root of m into n. This in general, if you write, suppose you have a m into a n, that is a m into n. So keep this in your mind. So here the main what thing you need to identify when you multiply, when you want to multiply two different irrational numbers, you must observe their orders. The orders should be same. So if the orders are same, you just multiply the radicand. So I'll take some example. Suppose you have root 3 into root 2. Observe the orders. Orders are same. This you could be written in the form of square root of the 3 into 2, that would be 6. So just learn it now. Our children error. What the error? So just I thought that is root 3 into root 2, that would be 3 into 2, that's root 6. I'll take another example of what 4th root of 5 into 4th root of 2, that would be 4th root of 5 into 2, that would be answer as 4th root of 10 will get it. This was one say. What error could be done by you people in case of what addition? You will compare this multiplication process with addition process. Suppose you have this fundamental I told root 3 plus root 2. I know root 3 into root 2 is root 6. I know that is when you multiply 3 into 6, the orders are same and radical are you can multiply them. But root 3 plus 2 will never ever equal to root 5. Then what would be the answer of root 3 plus root 2? The root 3 plus root 2 is just root 3 plus root 2. You can't what? Add them. So let's get into the another task. You can say law 1, don't forget that root m into root n is equal to square root of m into n. So let's enter the final operation on irrational number, that is division. Again, division will follow the same rule like multiplication. Just I'll write a rule or law first. So now suppose you have root m divided by root n. Suppose you have root m divided by root n. You can say both the roots are in the same order. Then that could be written in the form of square root of m by n. So you just record this one. Root m by root n can be written as square root of m by n. So now you can say different orders you can't express. If there is the same order, you could write as root m by root n is just root m by n. I'll take some examples. Suppose I have root 8, the equation. So I'll use on the color. I need to operate divide root 8 by root 2. I need to divide it. So this could be written in the form of square root of 8 by 2. For the simplification, so 2 ones are 2 4s are get root 4 because half of 8 will be 4. The root 4, the fundamental, the final answer will be, the final answer will be what? 2. So when you divide root 8 by root 2, further simplification will help us to get 2 in there. I'll take another example. Suppose 6 root of 16. So divided by 6th root of 4. Yes, certainly now sixth root of, because orders are same, so the sixth root of 16 by 4, because the 4 ones are, 4 fours are, finally sixth root of the 4 is a final answer for this one. So finally root m by root n can be written as a root m by n. So these four operations are very helpful for what calculation purpose. So in some odd cases, the author can say it takes some deviations. Suppose what the deviations are get it now. So the can say the lot of confusions often will get it. Please understand them in the but in detail what addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of irrational numbers. So these what if you understand them with a clear, precise what can say operations, then you won't feel any difficulty in solving or what identifying and solving what operations on irrational numbers. So now. So I'll take what 2 to 3 examples to perform what operations on irrational numbers. I'll start with a simple one. So hope you all take these examples and solve it by yourself. Equation number 1, add. So 3 different irrational numbers are taken, 3 cube root of 5 minus 5 cube root of 5 and still cube root of 5. I need to add up that. Since add is a procedure, I want to compute sum for this one. I'll write like this, that is cube root of 5 again plus of minus cube root of 5 plus cube root of 5. You see, there's a, just remove the bracket. So you could write it as cube root of 5, the plus into minus cube root of 5 plus cube root of 5. So here it's time to add up them. So here we have subtraction process also, because it's time to recognize whether they are like irrational numbers or not. So root 5, root 5, root 5. So no problem, there is the 5 radical is common, order 3, 3, 3. So here I made a mistake here, 5. Sorry, you have 5 and this is 5. So look at this one. I know there is a number constant here. You doesn't matter. You don't worry about the number constant. Just think about the word radical. A radical in orders. Your order is 3, order is 3, and order is 3. So no problem. So now it's time to take common factor. You just take it now. The cube root of 5 is common. So what remains in the first one? How many cube root of 5s are there? 1 cube root of 5. How many cube root of 5s are there? Here minus 5 cube root of 5, cube root of 5. Here how many cube root of 5 there is? That is 1. You can say 1 plus 1, 2, 2 minus 5 is minus 3. The final answer could be minus 3 cube root of 5. That was the operation of what? Irrational numbers with respect to addition and subtraction. So I'll take one multiplication example. Multiply. So root 8 root, you can say 2 root 3 and 5. Oh no, so you can't say 3 here. 12 take it. So you can take 3, doesn't matter. Multiplication of 3. So you can say 5 multiplication of, we can say 2. So look at this one. I need to multiply all three. Just multiply them. So just I will write them in a multiplying procedure. That is root 8 into 2 root 3 into 5 root 2. What's the major thing I should recognize here? I should recognize only the orders here. So what could be the order here? Here order is 2. Here order is 2. Even here order is 2. Even though there are different numbers, like here 2 have, here 5 there is, so here you have 2 and you have 5 here and you have 1 here. You don't care about those numbers. You just think about the orders inside the root, which number there is. So now once you conclude them, they have got a same order, then you start with the procedure. First you just multiply constant with constant here, that is constant 1 into 2 and into 5. You make them club and you just multiply root 8 into root 3 into root 2. That's directly a multiplying. So 1 to the 2, 2 5 it could be 10, and this could be written as square root of 8 into 3 into 2. That is finally my answer could be 10. So it's 48. So final answer could be what? 10 root 48. So these are the two operations. I made it now. So and also similar procedure even you will get for the case of what? Division 2. So these are the fundamentals or basic ideas with related to what? Operations on irrational numbers. Thank you.